What's up all you Hulkamaniac dudes and dudettes, Tenacious here, and I'm back yet again to give you guys another fresh look, and today we're totally going to be checking out the brand new Diamond Select Nano-Tech Gauntlet Hulk, which is a completely different release than the Disney Store exclusive, and you can now find this on store shelves wherever you buy your diamonds. But thank you to Diamond Select for sending this guy over to give you guys this fresh look. I'm excited to look at this. I am not a huge fan, let's just say this, of what they did with Hulk in Endgame. Some of the things worked, some of the things didn't, but I would say ultimately it was a little bit perplexing and kind of, just really kind of out there. That's just really how it is for me. But this particular packaging is like all the other Marvel Select. You get a giant box, really nice artwork, logos, everything that has to do with this Nano-Tech Hulk on the back. Really nice photo of him. This particular figure, while it really isn't a character that I enjoyed in the movies, he looks good, and they did put a nice bio / backstory to this figure on it. I would say that, though, without even taking him out the box, he's got some things where he's kind of mostly an inaccurate figure. It doesn't take away from the sculpt or paint or anything else going on with it. It's just fairly not movie accurate, let's just say. But sit back, relax, grab yourself a cup of coffee. This is the brand new Diamond Select Marvel Select Nano-Tech Gauntlet Hulk. Pulling the brains and the bronze, being in a Gamma Lab for months and months and getting this guy out of the packaging, I will say this is a very nice sculpted Hulk. Great paint, great look. If you're looking for an endgame Hulk, well then look no further. He doesn't have that blush. He's got a great face to him. The green is still kind of like, it is accurate. I was looking at stills from the movie. It's accurate, but I don't know why it just doesn't. I wish it was a little bit darker green. It's a nitpick. That's not my thing. They are fairly close to what is shown in the film. I like what's going on with the hair, the feet, the paint, the legs. The sculpting in general is fantastic. It is every which way. I think Gentle Giant Studios really knocked it out of the park on this guy. He's got a lot of awesome details going on, showing off fabric, showing off skin, just everything that you would want from a really cool movie accurate Hulk. And the paint and the sculpt go to the back of the figure as well. Nothing is skimped, it's just all there. So for that matter, I would say they really did a good job. Now, in terms of how the figure works in the end game, sort of realm, we'll get to that in just a second. But he does come with a number of different hands, and that's always good. He just doesn't come with any accessories to hold it. A couple tacos would have been really nice, but again, they're nicely painted. He's got white fingernails, which is kind of odd, but I think the main draw is, of course, you get an extra hand or at the forearm, Nano-Tech Gauntlet, and this thing is gorgeous. They did a fantastic job sculpting this. It's like pretty much straight out the movie. You just simply pop it off right at the elbow and it fits nicely onto his hand. Now this is where the inaccuracy comes from me, and I understand they have to make this figure. They don't always get they're working off concept art, and they don't even know what they're doing with the movie while this figure goes into production. But I really wish now, since it's been so long after Endgame, that they would have given more of that dissolved arm, up through his neck. It's the snap. Even when you put the gauntlet on, he already starts to deteriorate his arm. If they would have had that, that would have just been a total knockout of the park for this figure. And I'll say again, he's got these weird white fingernails. I don't know what it is, but it's just a little weird. It's a little jarring. If I had to, again, nitpick it. The paint's there, so I'm happy. But let's go ahead. Let's look at this guy more in-depth, articulation and detail-wise. Now to look at the articulation for this Nano-Tech Hulk. His head is on a ball joint. It will look up about that much, look down, side to side. His arms will go out, up, all the way around. He doesn't have anything at the bicep. He has single jointed elbows, but they do rotate at the elbow, and his hands are pretty great. They go back and forth on hinges and they'll turn. Got some upper body rotation. Doesn't really do much. The sculpting is there, but I think a lot of times it hinders it right here because these are a lot more raised. But yeah, it goes down about that much. He has some waist swivel. Now it is a different joint system, which is better. It's not those T-joints. He can kick up, kick back, fairly good. Kick to the side. He's got some thigh rotation, double jointed knees. And again, yeah, see, he gets a little stuck, but once you get going, it's not too bad. And then he has some ankle pivot, up, down, left, right. So fairly decent articulation, and it is the same for the Nano-Tech Gauntlet hand. I just wish that I had more of a snapping thing going on. That would have just been great. And like I said, this particular look for the Hulk, when he does have the gauntlet on, this arm should be all shredded and burnt. So it's nice. It's just one of those inaccurate type action figures, but he will look good on your shelf. Now to pair him up with, let's say, a Marvel Legends Endgame Hulk, you can see the differences. And of course, both are wildly inaccurate. And of course, this also goes off of concept art. You have the Hulk, who kind of is from Endgame, from when they go back to the Battle of New York, when they time travel. This Nano-Tech Gauntlet is wearing the Nano-Tech Gauntlet. That Hulk from the New York is wearing the Nano-Tech Gauntlet, and nobody has a fried arm. I'm just saying. But I will definitely say Diamond Select in terms of the sculpt and the accuracy of the Nano-Tech Gauntlet itself when paired up with Marvel Legends. Diamond Select definitely takes the cake. They both wear it well. They sport it well. They're both good for their various incarnations. And yes, the good thing about it is both are removable, so you can swap out however you would like to display these particular Professor Hulks. And of course, the more basic Hulk, he had a removable gauntlet. Again, not exactly movie screen accurate. It's a fairly simplistic design, but you can kind of see the different elements of, maybe concepts, what they went through. Each one is distinctly different in many different ways, but I'm a good old-fashioned green monster Hulk kind of guy. I like Hulk smash. The Professor Hulk is cool. It's not bad. It's just, I wanted a rematch between Hulk and Thanos, at least for that end battle. That would have been really, really cool. But it is fun to see Hulks throughout the ages and how they kind of measure up height-wise from one another. Each one represents a different Hulk, and I like the good old Superpowers Hulk guy, and you can put the little removable Nano-Tech Gauntlet on this, just for fun. That's what makes it fun. It's just toys that can still be relevant these days. And for this Diamond Select Nano-Tech Hulk, because he's a bigger scale, he will work with any Marvel Legends figures if you're working. I mean, he's bigger than the Juggernaut, and it works because Hulk is a giant dude. So that's going to kind of wrap it up for my fresh look today. If you're looking for a good Endgame Hulk, look no further. If you're looking for a movie-accurate Hulk, this is not going to be the one, but it's probably the closest that you're going to get for a while. A snapping gauntlet would have been great, some tacos to hold, just certain things like that, just to make it that much more movie representational. That's what have done it for me. I recommend him for that, but if it's not your Hulk, it's not your thing, I would say this might be a pass. But like I said, I'm curious to know what you guys think. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything Endgame and Professor Hulk and Nano-Tech Hulk. I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember the taco scene. I love that. He just hands him a taco. See, there are good elements to Professor Hulk, but I would have loved to have seen just Hulk and Thanos one last time duking it out. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.